me, I self-isolate myself. I do. I literally self-isolate myself because I'm just too handsome. That is hurting me. I can't be around people because I'm too handsome. So I just need to self-isolate myself. That's how bad it is. Being attractive has ruined my life. I don't have pretty privilege at all. I see all these channels on YouTube who say looks are everything. Looks are what determine your life. I disagree. I'm struggling so hard. I get immense hate. I can't really go anywhere in the workplace. I have a lot to talk about. Because when you're an attractive man in the workplace, bro, you need to have a specific personality. If you don't have that personality, you're gonna be wrecked on. Bro, let me tell you my personality. I'm introverted. I'm a nerd. I have another channel. In fact, I love history. I have a whole channel just for that. If you recognize me from there, good for you. I don't really like games. I like to keep to myself, and I'm super quiet, but for good reasons. When you're in a job and you're attractive and you're super quiet, you intimidate people. People will make up anything about you. That is so false about you. People will gossip about you so much. And this is the first thing that has affected me is the gossip. I've lost jobs because of this, bro. Thank God that the current job that I'm in, I know that they like chit chat, but it's not as bad as my other jobs. It's not. So thank God for that, at least. But all my other jobs, let me tell you the story of how I got fired from a job in less than a week. Remember, I got hired at this restaurant. I immediately walked in. Immediately, I noticed, ooh, this place is full of losers. I could just tell that I did not fit in. The GM, biggest loser I've ever seen. He's like, oh, I was in college, but I dropped out. I did 50% college. I dropped out. I can't really do that. That's fine. Whatever. Cool. College isn't for everyone. But as that week of when I was working there kept going on and on and on, the cracks started to show. No. Long story short, this guy, I don't want to say these words because I don't want this video to get hidden by YouTube, but this guy who was supposed to be training me, right? He kept belittling me. He wasn't even training me. All the things that he was training me on, I already knew because I learned from other people. He kept belittling me. He kept talking down on me to feel better about himself. And that's another thing about when you're super attractive, right? Especially when you're a super attractive guy. You are going to meet people who are going to talk down on you, who are going to belittle you. All of that. You're going to have to deal with that. Who think that they're better than you. Who think that you're dumb. Even if you're not. Because I know there's a lot of attractive men and women who are unironically very foolish. I've seen it myself. So that's partially untrue, but that's partially not true. You're just going to meet people who just make any and everything about you. Believe me, it's going to affect you. It will affect you. But anyways, back to that story. He kept belittling me, kept talking down on me, yada. Anyways, I just stood up for myself. And when I went to the GM about it, right? I was like, hey, can I just not work with that guy? Look, just put me on days where I'm not working with him because I already feel like having problems here. And he was like, oh, the guy is coaching you, bro. The guy is coaching you. Bro, he's just trying to help you out. I don't like your attitude, bro. You know what? Get out of here. I don't like your attitude. It's just leave. So anyways, I told him off and I left. I basically just looked at him and I basically said, yep, I look better than you. I'm probably, hopefully, if it happens, I don't know if it's going to happen, eventually, I'm probably going to be a model. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I don't know. Because the city that I live in Jacksonville. I'm not really afraid to say where I live, but I live in Jacksonville, Florida. and there's like no agencies around here whatsoever. Right? So not only are there no agencies around here, where okay, so I'm stuck living around people who are gonna treat me like garbage for the most part, especially the men. Let me talk about that too. Men are gonna get so insecure of you, super duper insecure of you. I can't have guy friends, dude. I cannot have guy friends, bro. Men are literally just as bad as the opposite gender that they love to complain about. I would argue men are just as worse, my boy. Because most of my problems of me being too handsome comes from men. It comes from women too. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, right? Because it's the men who are trying to one up me. It's the men who feel the need to belittle me when I'm just trying to breathe, man. When I walk, they grab their girlfriends. When I step in a room, I see the husbands hold on to their wives. Bro, I don't care about your wife. I don't care about your wife. It's even worse in the workplace setting. So let me talk about, right? The women, bro. Women will literally give you a personality. They'll give you a personality just from looking at your face. I kid you not. They won't know you. They won't know anything about you. They'll just give you a personality. Boom. Just like that. Let me tell you a story of when I worked at Wendy's, right? I remember I was like, super quiet. I didn't want to talk to anyone because, again, I just realized that every time when you're an attractive person and you're in a workplace setting, unless you're extroverted, you're super extroverted and you like partying, you got that cliche personality, right? You like going out to the bars. Don't say anything to people. If you're unattractive, if you don't have a personality, don't say anything to people because you're just gonna be a detriment. Okay, you're gonna hurt yourself. I learned this the hard way. So that's my tip for all my other handsome men out there. But I remember back when I was working at Wendy's and I was super quiet. I remember one time I was talking to one of the managers who I was kind of super good friends with, and he was good to talk to. And I remember I talked to him and I cursed, right? I said the F word, and this female who was also working there, she said, "Oh my gosh, did you just curse?" Oh my gosh! Oh, now that ruined my perspective of you. Oh no! Oh, your image, that ruined my image of you. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what image? Why do you even have an image of me in the first place? Why are you even judging me when I barely even spoke? So women will do that. They will literally dehumanize you. That's another thing too. Women dehumanize men just as much as men dehumanize women. I've had it plenty of times. I've had plenty of girls dehumanize you and only care about me just for my looks. I have another friend who's attractive as well. I remember he was just telling people, meaning self-isolate myself. I do. I literally self-isolate myself because I'm just too handsome that it's hurting me. I can't be around people because I'm too handsome. So I just need to self-isolate myself. That's how bad it is. I don't have pretty privilege. Even if I do, I'll attract women. Don't get me wrong. I attract plenty of women. I attract women of all ages. Grown women, short women, every single type of women. And it's even weirder when, oh my god, and it's scary because I'm 19, right? And you attract girls that are younger than you and they'll lie about their age. That is scary, bro. But they don't look like their age. But thank God I have a brain and I'm super cautious around women. Super cautious. Because if there's one thing that being attractive has taught me is how women truly are. But that's a whole different video. So all of these black bill channels are saying, oh, dude, the halo effect. What halo effect? What halo effect? Because, dude, here's the thing about being attractive, right? You don't get the benefits of being attractive if you don't cater towards people's fantasies, if you don't pander towards people's fantasies. It's just that true. Especially when it comes to women, bro. The amount, another reason why I struggle in the workplace and what attractive men, in my personal opinion, will struggle in the workplace is women. So let me talk about that. Women, oh my gosh, do one thing. Going back to that story where she was like, oh my gosh, oh, I ruined my image. Bro, if you're in a workplace and women make up an image of you, which they will, and you ruin that image, they will talk and gossip. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he was like this. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Oh my god, you see the way how he was acting? Oh. They will yap. It doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what intent. If it ruins their image of you, they will yap so hard. And guys, let me tell you how this will affect you. If it's so bad, because she'll tell one thing to another girl will tell one thing to another girl, next thing, your whole reputation gone. Next thing, the managers are hearing about this. Next thing, you could be fired. I had a job that I got fired from, right? Where I hurt my back, and this guy, who, I'm not gonna curse, but he was just kissing up because he wanted a better position or whatever. I look at him and say, hey, my back is hurting, so I'm just sitting down. And he's, oh, get back to work. And this is going back to what I'm saying, where people are gonna find you dumb when you're attractive. So he tells the GM, right? He writes me up, right? Then the next day, GM fires me. You wanna know what she said? She said the things that we've heard about you, your work conduct. Look, she was just using rubbish excuses to get rid of me. But what really stood out was when she slid in that comment, the things that were said about you in the back. Guys, when I had this job, I barely talked to anyone. I barely did. Even my brother who worked with me, he was like, you don't talk to no one, you keep to yourself. People yapping, the women yapping, and as you hear me, right, projecting my voice. I remember one time I was arguing with my brother, right, and he looked at me and he was like, oh, you're asserting dominance. Oh, that's another thing too, bruh. People, the jealousy that you get when you're handsome. Everyone's going to be jealous of you. Even my own family was jealous slash hating on me to an extent. But I had to crack down on that because I live with these people. I'm not going to sit here, get up and breathe. I'm not going to deal with that. I deal with that out there every single day. I'm not going to deal with that in the place where I live. So I had to crack down on that. I don't even talk to my brother anymore. His room is right over there. He's not home. No one is at home. That's why I'm doing this video. I had to wait until everyone was out of the house for me to do this video because I didn't want to hear noise. But the hate that you get, bro, when you are super handsome, when you are a super attractive man, you are going to get immense hate and jealousy, even from your own family. I'm telling you, because I deal with this, bro. I deal with this all the time. And it's miserable, bro. Most of these people don't even know my personality for what it is. I only know like one friend. No, maybe like 3 friends, I guess. The other one's a handsome person, and the other one is just a normal guy. He's not handsome, nor is he ugly. Only they know my personality. I don't really talk to too much friends because it's like, oh well, these people are just gonna just dehumanize me anyways. These people are just gonna hate on me. The hate is immense, man. But anyways, let me go back to that story with my brother, bro. He looked at me when I was arguing with him, and he was like, oh, you are asserting your dominance. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. He's like, oh, someone at your old job said that, oh, you talk like this when you're asserting your dominance. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, you didn't know. What? Projecting your voice is asserting dominance now? Again, people will make up, this is my point, people will literally make up random crap about you. The hate that you get is immense, bro. I'm not even going to say a lot or it's immense. And then there's the people who literally just want to see you fall because they're just that jealous of you. They're that insecure of your presence, my boy. And then, oh my gosh, then there's dating. Then there's trying to date as an attractive person. Bro, I remember a story back when I was at school. And this one guy, he was like, oh my gosh, bro, you're so handsome. Bro, you probably have so many girls, bro. You have so many girls. I don't. Do I attract them? Yes, I do. but I don't do anything because I know how they are. Look, this is how women view attractive men for the most. Most women view attractive men as playtime. That's it, playtime. I'm not gonna say the word because I want this video to stay monetized, but it is viewed attractive men as playtime or free source of validation. You will meet women that will try and use you as a source of validation because they have low self-worth. You're gonna meet women who just view you as playtime, right? I dehumanize you for that, even though you probably have a personality, I hope. You're gonna meet women who are going to try and humble you because, again, most of them, they're not gonna judge you properly. They're just going to look at your face and then they're gonna judge you. And they're gonna be like, I need to humble him. But, man, girl, just because you were foolish that you chase after Giga extroverted Chadus Giga Maximus, who's the extrovert. Because let me tell you something, man. Those super duper Chaz, super duper Tyrones who are going around pumping and dumping women, making all these women write these songs that you hear about. Oh, you made me feel like I'm in the world. All those songs, dude. Their personalities are so easy to decrypt. It blows my mind how women are getting pumped and dumped by these dudes. Because I run into these dudes and I'm like, how are women getting fooled by these men? And what happens is, right, they get fooled by these Chads, they get fooled by these Tyrones who have the most obvious personalities to figure out for someone to avoid. So then, right, they're going to run into someone like me, right, who don't have this extroverted personality, who's nerdy, who likes to keep to himself, right? And they're going to try and use you to feel better about themselves. Oh, look at me. I didn't get fooled this time. Ha ha. Look, I played him first before he played me, even when he had zero intentions of doing that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? It is. So no, I don't have a dating life because women are too scared to walk up to me. And I know this. I know they're too scared to walk up to me because every 6 to 7 times out of 10, because I'm not at my peak. I'm cat-lit. Right now, I'm dealing with discoloration on my skin and all that. And I have acne. I have to get all that stuff fixed in the future. Maybe in my 20s or something. When I'm 21, 22, maybe. But right now, I'm like chat-lit. So not every woman looks my way, but enough do. 6 or 7 times out of 10, whenever I go up to a chick and I just talk to her about literally anything, they'll be like quiet, super quiet, with a serious face. And if I just go up to them and talk to them about anything, it's like their whole persona would change. Their whole entire persona would change. What the hell? I didn't really think much about that until recently, right? But even when I'm talking to them, they act so nervous. It's so annoying. Why are you nervous? Why are you fidgeting? Why are you stuttering? And it makes me feel like I'm doing something weird or I'm creeping them out. I'm like, am I being a creep right now? Am I doing something? But then it's not until I realize that a lot of women just struggle to talk to attractive men. That's just how it is. Like, you will literally look like, they won't show it, but if you pay attention close enough, you'll see how super nervous they get. If you're a guy and you can't relate to what I'm saying, I'm sorry, you're just not attractive. So no, I don't have a dating life because of that. Another thing is that women will literally just think that you have options and just completely avoid you in the first place, even if you don't. This is why you see all these chicks with ugly men, frankly speaking. It's like, my whole life, right? I read this comment of this guy who was also an attractive man. He was basically saying how he sucked as well, and he was basically saying it's like having a Ferrari without an engine. And that's basically summarized my whole life. Is because I have no modeling agencies around. I'm 6'1", lanky. I could probably turn my hair into something marketable. The only issue is that I have discoloration on my skin, but I have no agencies around me. So guess what? I have to work these jobs because unfortunately I didn't have parents that were smart with their money. So now I'm struggling like your average normie, even though I'm a chatlet, right? I hear all these people who are saying, oh, attractive people would never know what it's like to be ugly. Well, that's not true. Because I was ugly for a bit. You might be saying, oh, but I bet you would rather be like this, ugly. No. Bro, when you're ugly, people don't understand this. When you're ugly, No one cares about you. No one isn't looking your way. No one gives a blast about you unless you do something to force people to look your way. Nobody cares about you. So you can go, you can grind hard, you can make something out of yourself. And then when you make something out of yourself, that's when people are gonna bat your way. Oh my god, you saw what that guy did? Holy crap. But when you're attractive, especially when you're too attractive, everyone's looking at you, especially when you're an attractive guy. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Let me tell you the story. Bro, I remember one time I was coming home from work. I was in line, right? I was in line at the self-checkout. No, was this something? No, it was the checkout line, not self-checkout. And I just had my Doritos, right, in my hand, just waiting. I was behind this dude. And this dude turns around. I kid you not. He literally turns around and he looks at me. And he said, bro, can you step back? I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this problem? But then my brain, because at that point I was like so used to all this. At that point, my brain clocked and I was like, oh, wait a minute. He must think that I like men or right? That's another thing about when you're a handsome guy. People are just going to assume that you're gay when you're not. So since I'm used to this by now, I just look at him and I just laugh. And I just said, oh, buddy, I don't roll that way. And he looked back at me and he laughed. And then he walked off. Really? Where's my pretty privilege? 'Cause I don't have it. You see, what has happened is everyone is so too well aware of what attractive people would get. All the privileges, all the options that attractive people would. Now, because of that, whenever people see an attractive person, especially men, everyone is super cautious. They're like, well, attractive man, I know how y'all are like, or what they think you're like. When in reality, they don't know what you're like. So they're going to do a whole bunch of things to feel good about themselves in their little fantasies, right? Oh, ha, ha, look at me. Oh, I humbled him. Even on my other channel, bro, where I talk about history and stuff, because I show my face on there, I've even gotten a few moronic comments on there. Oh, you try to act like you're so smart. Oh, you try to act like you're so smart. Oh, you try to act like you're annoying. Oh, buddy, this is a channel where I discuss history. What do you expect? But I 100% guarantee you, right, that if I was some sub 5 mil, right, doing the same exact thing, I would not be getting comments like that, right? But the main thing that will destroy you, and you need to really and truly get a personality, harden yourself, bro, be the most nonchalant person and brush it off, is the hate. When you're a super attractive guy, you will get hate from everyone. Every single person on the planet Earth will hate on you. They will hate on you to the T to feel better about themselves because they have nothing going for them. So you need to be prepared for that. Because the hate that I got was so bad. So, even now to an extent. But currently, A, because I self-isolate myself from people. B, my job that I have right now it's good. My environment is good, thank God. Thank goodness gracious me. So I'm not dealing with that too hard. But it's still hard for me. Because like I said, unless I become a model, or I'm still gonna deal with this everywhere that I go. I'm still gonna deal with hate. I'm still gonna deal with the gossip. I'm still gonna deal with people judging me. I'm still going to deal with people trying to feel better about themselves, trying to use me to feel better about themselves, especially women. The dating life, bro, my dating life is so bad, honestly. It's so bad, dude. Because the problem is, you're going to attract super duper materialistic women, and you're gonna scare the good ones away. And I don't want a lot of y'all men to fall for this. Don't think that all women are bad, because they're not. All women are not bad. If you're a super handsome guy and you keep on thinking to yourself, man, why am I getting all these women with such bad personalities? Why are they so materialistic? Why are they like this? It's mostly because the actual good ones, right? They're probably just too afraid to approach you. Right? So the ones that are bad, they will feel entitled to have you. They'll look at you and they'll think to themselves, "Oh, he's so fine. Oh, he's a super hot man. Oh, I deserve him. No questions asked." So that's why you'll get those chicks with the bad personalities just right off the bat, right? Anyways, I hope you enjoy this little rant. I'm gonna be doing a lot more rants like this. If you relate to me in the comments, go subscribe, because I know there's a lot of other people who go through this similar things as me. I might do a part 2 of this video, but I just want to do just a bit of a rant, have a platform to share my opinions. I'm out.